Hello and welcome back, everybody, to the Monday Night Football props and touchdown call show for Eagles at Packers. I think it's going to be a fun game. We're going to dive straight into it. Thank you guys for joining us. As always, I do appreciate it. And come join us at Props Optimizer. It is our absolutely free prop betting platform on the Android and iOS apps. I'm your host, Tyler Wiemann. Now let's dive into it. Starting with a little bit of review from this game or preview from the game. We got a 45.5 game total. The game is in Green Bay. It's minus 1.5 point spread here. And the big news weather-wise is that it is extremely cold. We got 32 degrees at kickoff, getting into the 20s during the game, but at least it's light winds and it looks like snow. All that stuff will be prior to the game and over before the game starts, but it is going to be a cold night in Green Bay. Then getting on to the injury side, the big news here is that Cam Jurgens is out. Outside of that, most of these guys are going to end up playing. That is questionable. A lot of them are almost totally off the injury report as it is. All of them did full practices. On the Packers side, we have Nate Hobbs out. We have Lucas Van Ness out. We have Dontavian Wicks and Savion Williams, both questionable, but both did limited practices this week. And pretty much all week. Savion missed Thursday, but limited Friday, limited Saturday, so he likely goes. And then Matthew Golden is the one that we got to worry about here. Thursday, limited practice, then 2 DNPs on Friday and Saturday. I would say it's probably doubtful he goes. Jonathan's thinking Packers getting beat down tonight. Well, Jonathan, our whale watcher tool on the PropsAI app is showing the other way right now. A lot of money has came in over the last few hours on the Packers. So it's going to be an interesting one. I think this game is going to be an exciting one. Hopefully, it is much better than what we saw Thursday night or Sunday night. Now, let's dig in to the picks. I got 3 of them for you, and then I have my touchdown call of the night. Now, our picks. We got Saquon Barkley over 2.5 receptions. We got Josh Jacobs under 19.5 receiving yards, and Jordan Love over 2.5 rushing attempts. Starting with Saquon Barkley, we're going over 2.5 receptions. He's been over in 60% of games over the last 10 games. And it is a spot which is an interesting one. The Packers have been fairly tough versus running back receiving yards. However, they've given it up 2 receptions, 5.1 per game this season, 3.8 over the last 4, and Barkley's averaging 3 on the season. I think while we're paying 139 or minus 139, I think he's going to hit well over 60% of the time in this matchup. Next, we got Josh Jacobs, and we're going lower or under at minus 112 at 19.5 receiving yards. Jacobs just generally is not used very much in the passing game unless he breaks a big one. I mean, in those 2 eruption spots in the passing game, both of them were still only on 4 and 5 targets. While he gets targeted a little bit, he's averaging 3.5 targets per game. This is a very, very tough matchup in the receiving department where the Eagles just have not allowed many running backs to get many receiving receptions or reception yards. And with that, fading Josh Jacobs, it's not something he naturally does very well, or that they naturally scheme into their scheme. And with it being a tough matchup, I think the safe way to go is to the under here, which is also what he generally gets. Next, and surely not least, we got Jordan Love, and we're going higher than 2.5 rushing attempts. We're at pretty much even money here. We also have positive EV bet of almost 3.2%. So if you can get that minus 101 odds, I would definitely do that. Again, our EV tool right now is tracking consensus odds to whatever odds on the book you are looking at. So we're getting much better odds here on DraftKings with this one. And I like this spot for Jordan Love. While, you know, he doesn't rush a ton, he does average 3.4 attempts per game. And the Packers, over the last 4, have given up 6 rush attempts to the quarterback per game, 4.3 on the season. I think Jordan Love is going to scramble a couple times with the pressure the Eagles bring, and that should allow him to get over in this spot. So those are our 3 picks. Just to round them out one more time, we got Saquon Barkley over 2.5 receptions. Josh Jacobs under 19.5 reception yards, and Jordan Love over 2.5 rushing attempts. Now, let's get over to the touchdown call of the day, and that is Dallas Goedert. Anytime touchdown at plus 230. I think the odds here are just too high for Dallas Goedert not to take a chance on it. If we look at our team defense tool on the LineStar app, our red zone tool on the LineStar app, over the last 8 weeks in all for running back, wide receiver, tight end, the one that has the most targets in the red zone is Dallas Goedert, and you're getting it at plus 230. I thought Jalen Hurts was interesting. He's at even money, but over the last 5 weeks, he's only had 1 rushing touchdown. I don't know what is gone. What exactly Philadelphia is doing there, but they have not been rushing Hurts very much. I don't know if he's a little banged up and they've kept that quiet, but that hasn't been part of their game a little bit. So I shied off that one, and I'm taking the value. 7 red zone targets over the last 8 weeks, and that is with 6 touchdowns. I do not think that this type of ratio, 7 targets and 6 touchdowns, is going to keep happening, but he could definitely get 1 or 2 red zone targets in this game. And plus 230, he hits 1, and we're in a great spot. So Dallas Goedert for an anytime touchdown. Those are our 4 picks for today. Saquon Barkley over 2.5, Josh Jacobs under 19.5 receiving yards, and Jordan Love over 2.5 rushing attempts with Dallas Goedert anytime touchdown at plus 230. If you parlay them all, you're looking at a 20 or 21 to 1 shot. As always, if you're parlaying or betting at all, make sure you're always betting responsibly and keeping within your means in doing so. Now, thank you guys for joining us, and looking at the comments here. Do I think Jacobs and Barkley both get a touchdown? I mean, the problem is for me on that, I think there's definitely a good likelihood they both do, but I don't think there's much value with those picks. I just don't love the odds on it, and that is my only issue with betting both of them. I think there's a very high likelihood they get a touchdown. The odds say there's a very high likelihood. But Jacobs at minus 115, Barkley at minus 105. I can't bet minus 155 touchdown on Jacobs, even though I think he's probably going to do it. More likely than not, he's going to do it. And Saquon Barkley is kind of the same situation, but both these D lines are good, so I don't think it's also a foregone conclusion that it will happen. But that's going to do it for us today, guys. We will have the Monday Night Football DFS show out very soon, and NBA props are coming out in a bit as well. Thank you. I will talk to you all later. Have a good one.